SpaceCorp 2025 to 2300. I'm going to be playing through the Mariners phase of the game here on Legendary Tactics. So we have the digital version of SpaceCorp 2025 to 2300. I think it's a great way to get introduced to the game. I have yet to play it analog. I've only played this game digital, but I think it's a really interesting game that on the surface seems very simple, but I think there's a lot more going on under the hood, and hopefully you can get a sense of that with this. So we're going to play the base game. They do not yet have the Ventures expansion out, which is the apparently a great expansion, actually. I'm going to just play against 3 of the medium AIs. I'm still new at the game, if that's all right, and we'll just get right into it here. I've been playing the game off and on over the last few weeks, and I've really enjoyed it, but I'm still it's so funny. The mechanics are so simple, but I'm still feeling like I'm getting my head around the game, if you know what I mean. So anyway, we're going to start out, as I said, with the Mariners phase. Now, there are some people online I've seen that say that it's kind of like the kiddie pool kind of thing. Certainly in scoring and so forth, you don't get as many points in the Mariners phase as you do the rest. But again, I kind of like it as just for the narrative aspect, and also for the idea of just sort of getting the game underway. You know, I mean, you could obviously skip to one of the future phases if you wanted to, but I think, you know, you got to build the infrastructure up. You have to do certain things, you know, spend genetics points or whatever that are going to affect the later game. So, so my first move that I always do is just double check the era contracts, and they've got some ones that I really like. The first produce action is okay, but or first base on Mars, but I even like just getting the cards in the first in the infra slots. I think that is a great opportunity as well. Getting bases up and running is a little bit more challenging in that sense. So, but I'm always looking for the infra cards. So I'm going to actually research my first move here. I'm going to grab this this infra card here. You know, it's okay. It's not my favorite of the infra cards, but we'll get some more explore in hand, because that's going to be important. We don't have any in hand at the moment, so we're going to use that to make sure we can get established. But the nice thing about infra, yeah, it takes a turn or two to kind of, you know, get it up and running, but the nice thing about infra is that it's there for the rest of the game. It contributes to every move you do after that point. And so I think it's a pretty important aspect to the game, just to make sure that you actually are able to boost your actions. Every single one of your actions can be improved by that. And so I think it's a great thing to sort of get going underway at the beginning. It also gives you the ability to get that milestone goal of a couple trillion just for getting infra upgraded. So if you can get 2 in the early going here, and I'm just looking at the oh my gosh, I have to take research here. I'm gonna grab the move 3 for sure, and that gives me my 5. But I think the time cards are sitting right there. I mean, geez, that's a great card. So we're going to take that one, and we're going to end our turn on that. So if you haven't seen, I did a video on roughly how to play. What you're doing is your corporations, you're spreading out and establishing bases in different parts of the galaxy. Or sorry, I guess we're starting with the solar system, I should say. It's different parts of the solar system, and you know, do buildings so you can produce and all that. You know, create resources for cash, or just to be the first to go beyond the asteroid belt, for example. So, looking again at the contracts, having a first base on Mars combined with 3 cards and 3 infra slot seems kind of like a good idea to me. Um, now I'm going to move 2 though, and I'm going to beef that. You know what? Actually, this is why you need infra. I'm gonna upgrade my infra here, and that's going to give me a heck of a good move for early game. I might end up spending this other infra card on something else and grabbing a build or something that might be more useful than a move 1. We can overwrite the move 1 in the second slot. Okay, the mutant emergence has already been completed. That's pretty quick, but I guess it's just spending some genetics points. But that's good. So, okay, so now we have move 5. So now we can really rock it around. We can get to 2 Lagrange points if we want to set up those bases. I remember that was a goal, one of the contracts. So maybe we could actually do that in combination with the time card. We can get one guy here, and the next team will go right here, and we can even get some bases maybe going very soon in those Lagrange points. We're kind of getting close to our goal already, so that's pretty good. That's kind of a side quest, I guess, based on what I'm currently looking to accomplish, but that's okay. I find that the bots move pretty quick, but you can see it. There's a real difference between 3 and 4 players for whatever reason. It is super, I don't know, it's just super fast here. So, okay, so I'm going to, what am I going to do here? Oh, that's another time card. I might grab the build 2 here and the time card. That would allow me to do it twice again. Time cards in this are so useful. Oh my gosh, I love them. And I'm still looking to upgrade my infra again just to get that that contract. The bots don't seem to upgrade the infra as much as I do. I don't know whether that's because I'm I'm still learning the game or what, but it seems like it's not a priority for them, and they are much more interested in exploring and building and all sorts of stuff. So, all right, so they are spreading out on the Lagrange points, that's for sure. So I'm going to play this card and combination with the time card. We're going to build base here, research base, and we get a card here. We don't need the research card necessarily. I guess we'll take the explore and produce. It kind of diversifies our cards at the moment. And then we're going to go to the next team. We're going to build here. It's going to give us another option from the coffers here. And geez, maybe I'll take the research too, mainly for that edge thing that I can take one card from the offers if I want to. That'll allow me to grab maybe a better infra card than I have. So I'm gonna, I'll take that. It's not my favorite card, but I don't see the other guys as being that compelling. Move 2 or build 2. You know what? Maybe I will take that move 2, build 2 there, because that is it's one that I think might come in useful on the build side of things, much more than just maybe snapping up a below average infra card that can be used for that. So I think that's I can live with that. And yeah, but the game is as I said earlier, it's deceptively simple. You think, oh, you just do this and this and it's easy, but no, it's surprisingly tricky. It's surprisingly tricky. So it's one of those things where you have to really plan ahead. You have to really know what your goals are, and I don't know. I do find it kind of interesting in that sense. So let's upgrade our infra right now. We'll go over the move here, and we got the infrastructure expert. There we go. Just want to lock that down so we don't lose it. So we've got one contract done, which is awesome. And now I think no one seems to be moving on the Mars base, so I think I'm going to see about getting that done as well, because most of the people seem to be worrying about the Lagrange bases, and that might be one something I'm uh, competing for, but by accident, I guess. Okay, I'm going to move forward, but I just realized I have to double back to the moon or to a base, unfortunately, because I was, yeah, you can only move to or from a base, and so I've got to get my guys back to a base before I can launch and to get to Mars. So anyway, that'll be my goal. I'm going to get one of my teams to Mars if I can, and I'm going to um, then bring the other ship with me and maybe send them out to the asteroid belt. All right, so see what we can do here. It looks like there might be some stuff going on that they're exploring Mars at a distance, which I'm not excited about. Okay, so we need to move 7, and I want to keep my build cards in hand. So I'm going to use this to double my move, and that's going to make Mars very approachable. We're going to move there, and we're going to hopefully have a chance to set up a base here before anyone else gets there. The good news is, I guess it's already been explored, so we're in a race here to see who can get the most build points to get that base built. Luckily, I have a lot banked, so I need 6 though. Oh my gosh, that's going to take everything I have. Okay, we're going to do it. And we're just to get that contract. And let's do, geez, it's always tough to, maybe we'll do the biolab. Yeah, so, okay, we're going to take the biolab in this case. That gets us Martian Explorer just in time. We managed to race to Mars and get that done. And we've only got a couple cards left in the deck, so we need to plan out our last moves really quickly, really well here, I should say. I haven't got any genetics points down. I haven't really seen that many cards on my end. We're going to see again what contracts are out there. So the first produce action, unless I could actually, you know what, maybe I might be able to. Let's see if we can do that from the biolab. We're going to produce, and that gets us the first to market award. All right. Okay, so we are doing pretty well, I think, overall with 8 trillion compared to Stoyer's 4 and Warwick's 3. So I think we're doing okay. And now we're going to bring the other ship to us because now we have a base that we can utilize for that. But I'm just wondering if it would be a better idea maybe to go beyond any bases in places, and I'm not going to be able to probably do that. Well, we might be able to establish some more bases on the outlying areas. Okay, I think actually what we're going to do, we're going to actually take advantage of this card and upgrade the terrible infra card that I have there. More of a long-term play, almost a play for the next round. But I think that that's a decent move there. And yeah, we're going to be running out of time here fairly quickly. I'm not sure if it's worth actually getting that team there. Maybe we'll move beyond. Let's take that. So we get rewards in the next era, which will be hopefully some genetics or something like that. We could certainly use them. Yeah, then we're going. Suddenly the bot is upgrading all the infra, and we only have there's probably only one turn left here. Okay, so we're going to move this team from the Lagrange point finally to the base on Mars. And from there, we'll do what we can with the last amount of time that we have. There's not a lot of time left here. And the bot is moving around and settling, still exploring, which is good. Again, we'll do the same, but the this we're going to be down to our last turn very, very soon. So, all right. So I'm going to move again, and we're going to move to Phobos here, and maybe with the chance to um, explore and build. Hopefully, get some resources that way. We'll see what we can discover while the game's still in motion here. The deck has run out, so we don't have much more left, and we're going to make the most of it. But I think we overall had a pretty good Mariners round. It's funny how the actions of the other players greatly determine the success or failure of your phase. It's kind of interesting that way. Well, I found some water. That's great. Again, you would think that there maybe wouldn't be any, um, variability to the game, that it would ride on rails, so to speak. But it actually feels different most of the time. You get a lot of kind of different idea, I don't know. It's just the way the actions end up going. It's just a really neat game that way. So we're gonna have to use a time card to double our build just to get a base on Phobos. And we're gonna take the water one, and that's good there. And yeah, so we're kind of at the end of our rope here. I don't know if we've got much left. Maybe a little bit of exploring, but we'll see. We're going to move again, move it right across here. Timing of oh, there we go, final turn. So I think I'm not allowed to double up on the on being out beyond. So I'm going to just explore. That's the only real action that's worth doing. We'll see if we can get a bonus. Oh, natural wonder, perfect. That's actually ideal for the last turn. Just give me some money. And we'll see what the final scoring is. And again, I think we did fairly decent with the contracts. Sawyer is at 8, though, so not too bad. And Warwick is at 6. So anyway, this is the playthrough of the Mariners era. We're going to move on to the next era in a future video. But thanks so much for watching. I'm Nato with Legendary Tactics.